Hi guys, welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to talk about how you can learn machine learning effectively using online resources. So, one popular book that I generally recommend people to read is Introduction to Statistical Learning. This book will actually allow you to read all the machine learning techniques in depth using if you want to learn the mathematics of the machine learning, how machine learning algorithm works. Obviously, if you want to learn using the R code also, you can do that. So, I will just pin down the link of this particular ebook and you can just download and learn the machine learning effectively using this book. So this book is highly recommended in the machine learning community, if especially if you want to learn the machine learning mathematics and implementation, like how a particular algorithm works. And this book has been popular for many years, and in fact I have used the same book to prepare for my machine learning interview. And generally I recommend people this only book to prepare for any machine learning algorithm. So if I talk about the basic, like what are the chapters that is included in this book. So in every topics related to classification, regression is there. In fact, regression is covered in very detail, including the stepwise regression, the local regression, split regression, everything has been covered. And regarding the classification, the logistic regression, knn, sbm, decision tree, and pca, this lda, qda, every algorithm is covered in very detail. Apart from that, decision tree, boosting, support vector machine, clustering algorithms are all covered in details. In fact, in clustering, not only k-means but hierarchical clustering and other type of clustering are also covered in this particular book. If we talk about a deep learning method, so actually deep learning method is not covered in details, but yeah, basic introduction you can get in from this book. And in the second edition, the writer had tried to include other particular chapters like survival analysis, multiple testing, naive Bayes and generalized linear models, Bayesian additive regression trees, and matrix completion. So these chapters are new in the second edition, and in fact, these topics are exactly what we call advanced machine learning. So if you just keep going through book, I can guarantee that you can learn these algorithms in detail. In fact, I advise people to prepare notes from this book and then actually keep that notes with yourself whenever you want to switch in particular company. Just try to revise this particular book, and uh, this book is the best for preparing any machine learning algorithms. Especially if you want to learn the application, also you can do it in R language, because the book itself include the data set and application of these algorithms in R language. But what I advise you to do is that if you don't want to use the R language, what you can do is just you search implementation in Python. So if you want to implement boosting or support vector machine in Python, just search uh, support vector machines implementation in Python, and will just get a ton of libraries in Python using which you can implement all these things. But this book is not the only resource to learn the machine learning. Right now. So what I want to say is that right now a popular course means this course of Andrew Ng has been come up by on the Coursera, and you can use this particular course to learn the machine learning. So this course is you can say just that this course is the updated version of the popular machine learning course by Andrew Ng. So on the Coursera platform, Andrew Ng has taught a popular machine learning course, and that has been rated 4.9 out of 5 by 4.8 million learners. So that is why they thought to update this course, because that particular course was outdated and that was in Octave language. So Octave or MATLAB, that particular course, old course was there. But this particular new course has been launched in Python, which is particularly used in machine learning community. So if you want to learn machine learning using this particular course, this is going to be very good, because Andrew Ng has updated this course in terms of Python, and this course has a very good details of how a particular algorithm works, taught by Andrew Ng itself. So I will just walk you through the three course section of this particular specialization, and I will just list out what are the different things that you get in the updated course, and obviously what are the topics that you actually get to learn. So first specialization is supervised machine learning, regression and classification. So we all know that in ML, regression and classification is the most popular branch. So one is classification, one is the regression. So in this particular course, you can see the rating is low because this had just launched, I think recently launched within one or two, or 1 or 2 months. So in this particular course, you are going to learn different things related to regression and classification. So you can see that this is everything related to the machine learning, unsupervised learning, what is supervised learning, if, especially in the what is Jupyter notebooks, linear regression, cost function, visualization, gradient descent, everything you are going to learn in detail. Especially this particular course has updated in terms of Python. That is why they have given you also the implementation in Python, the quizzes in Python, and obviously the graded examinations in Python. So this particular course is, like when I was in the beginning earlier learning to machine learning in 2017 when I was in my BSc. So during that particular time, this course was in Octave or MATLAB. So I have done this course in MATLAB, but obviously that did not give much. Obviously, if you want to learn in the implementation wise, that do not give you much benefit because this particular community has been using these courses in Python. That's why they Unreal decided to just update this course in terms of Python, and they have just done this. Apart from that, in the week to just learn other thing like vectorization, feature engineering, like how you do the feature engineering for the regression, what is the polynomial regression, the advanced version of regression. So these particular things are you are going to learn in detail. Now, in the classification, you just learn classification in detail like a logistic function, decision boundary, and obviously the gradient descent and how to work with the regularized logistic linear regression. So this first course will just explain you all about the regression and classification in detail, including the Python. So they have especially written that this particular course has been uh, implemented in NumPy and scikit-learn. So like scikit-learn is a popular ML library, and NumPy is for numerical Python. So I think if you are trying to learn machine learning, this particular course is highly recommended, especially because this has been implemented in Python. Now, the second part of this course is advanced learning algorithms, in which you got to learn about the neural network. So originally the old course also is a part of neural network. So this particular course has a neural network, obviously in TensorFlow, and how you can implement this particular thing, the multi-class softmax, and obviously how to implement these legends, this particular thing in the TensorFlow, and some of the particular things like how you should apply machine learning, some of this particular thing that will help you gain or you can say that perform better in your job also. So this particular type of things has been especially made for obviously the for beginners who actually are starting right now in the ML industry. So I think this is the highly recommended course if you want to learn the machine learning. In fact, they have in the then the next you learn about the decision tree including the decision tree, random forest, XGBoost, which is popular machine learning algorithms. So apart from classical ML, they also are trying to implement the deep learning. So classical ML and deep learning means obviously if you just know the neural network basic as a freshers, no one expect you to know all the deep learning algorithms. So that is why it's important to just know classical ML in depth and then the deep learning methods. In the third part of this course, you actually learn about the unsupervised methods. Unsupervised means clustering, recommender system, and other type of things like PCA. So obviously they have taught the K-means clustering, and then if you just come below, you can see that they have also different exercises related to clustering, anomaly detection. Then you have courses related to recommender system, and particular different things related to like how to do this using collaborative filtering and all those things. And then this particular thing also concluded with the exercises. So I think these three specialization that has been come up with this particular course, including the classical ML, then you have deep learning, and then you have unsupervised learning, which contains the clustering and recommender system. So if you just complete these three courses also, it is going to give a very good background along with the project, because these implementations are itself a part of the project in Python that you can also include in the resume. And I highly recommend to, if you are trying to learn from these online resources, try to prepare notes also. It's not like you are going to learn everything that is being taught here. So that is why it is important for you to just remember these things, and obviously keep the notes with you always whenever you're trying to switch or trying to do something like that. So these two resources are highly recommended. Especially I recommend people to this particular book ISLR. But if you don't want to read the books, obviously this is highly recommended. And in fact, during our college campus also we use the same book. So either you can get the printout by downloading the PDF, which has been provided by the writer itself, and if you just don't want to want download the PDF, you can also learn using the online PDF section. So these two sources I think are highly recommended if you want to learn machine learning in depth. Obviously, I will try to bring more courses like how you can learn machine learning effectively using Python, using other courses also. But yeah, these two courses are highly recommended. This is all obviously the good book, and this new courses which has been the updated version of machine learning lesson by Andrew Ng. So this is also very good courses that you can use to learn the ML. So thanks for watching this video, and I hope this video has given you insight about how you can learn machine learning effectively. I personally recommend the book because I myself has this book, and obviously I use this book from time to time to revise the ML algorithms. And when I was switching from my job also, I use the same book to revise my all ML algorithms. So whatever you can pick the courses also, you can pick the book also, and just don't forget to make good notes so that you can keep that note with you always, and you can use this particular notes whenever you want to utilize. So obviously, thanks for watching this video, and I'll try to bring more courses about machine learning, data science, deep learning, data analytics from the next videos. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.